If you work on a MacBook and an external monitor and you're like me who gets frustrated to see that your screens don't match when it comes to colors, then you might want to check out the BenQ MA32OU, which is part of BenQ's monitors for MacBook series. Now, just a disclaimer, BenQ did send me this monitor and I am not a technical person when it comes to color accuracy of monitors. And also, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Nico. I create videos about camera gear, audio equipment, and desk setups. I'm not a professional photographer yet, or professional videographer. I used to professionally edit at a podcast company, but all the opinions here on this channel is from a perspective of an everyday tech dad. Now, let's go to this monitor. Now, when BenQ reached out and asked if I want to try this MA32OU, I got intrigued because it specifically said made for MacBooks. And when I researched on what that actually means, I found that they're claiming that the colors that you see on your MacBook Pro screen or any MacBook should reflect the same colors on this BenQ monitor. And that is a huge selling point for me because I shoot photos of my two sons' football club. And sometimes there will be days that they have 4 to 5 matches or even 7 matches in one day. And I would go home and I have to go through around 10,000 photos. Yeah, I'm not kidding. 10,000 photos, and I will not do that in one sitting. So I'd probably start at night when we get home, load all the photos into my hard drive, and start editing a bit on my MacBook in my bedroom. The next day, I'd transfer here in my office at home, hook my MacBook Pro to the external monitor that I use, and continue editing. And I noticed that there's something off with the colors that I see on the monitor. This isn't what I remember editing these photos to last night. So I'd mirror Lightroom on my external monitor and my MacBook Pro screen. And that's when I realized that they don't match. That's why, something feels off if I start editing in one screen and continue editing on another screen. And no matter what settings I used, whether that's P3, sRGB, even Adobe RGB, I could not get them to match colors. Now, of course, this isn't the first monitor that was made for MacBooks. You could always go for the Apple displays, but that would cost a lot of money. And that's my actually main and only reason why I wanted this BenQ MA32OU. Now, before I show you what it looks like, if it really matches, let's go through some of the specs and features of the monitor. Now, the monitor that I specifically got, the MA32OU, is a 32-inch 4K display panel with a 60 Hz refresh rate. It also has a 97% DCI-P3 color gamut, which I don't really know what that means. All I know is that it's color accurate. Again, not a technical person when it comes to color specs in monitors. One of the main features I like about this monitor is it includes BenQ's new app. I don't know if this is new, but it's called Display Pilot 2. And in Display Pilot 2, you could control a lot of settings that you're used to controlling with physical knobs on monitors, other traditional monitors. You can control it straight from that app, like the brightness, which connection to use, whether that's via USB-C, HDMI, and some features like desktop partition, wherein you can partition the windows on your screen and place it in different parts of the screen. And here in Display Pilot 2 is where you can dial in the settings where you can match your monitor to your MacBook. So when I went to color mode, I immediately set it to MBook, but you also have other options like Display P3, sRGB, Cinema, Game, Coding, ePaper, and all other settings. And what I discovered, when you go into the advanced settings of the MBook setting, you can even choose other Apple devices like iPad and iPhone. And when you choose iPhone, you can even choose the type of iPhone that you have. So if I wanted to see what my image looks like to someone viewing it on an iPhone 16 Pro, then I can do that with this monitor. That is amazing. Now, this monitor has a brightness of 550 nits, which is at par with the brightness of the Apple displays. And now let's talk about the build quality, the physical features of this monitor. At first glance, you would think this is an Apple product because of the aesthetic. The silver look of this monitor matches the silver of my MacBook. It also looks really clean, very minimalist, very Apple-like. Now, when it comes to ports, this includes two USB-C ports. One is a display output and also a 90-watt power delivery port, which means if you plug the USB cable on this port and onto your MacBook, you wouldn't need an HDMI cable. Your MacBook will display onto the monitor just using this cable. And it will also charge your MacBook at the same time. Now, I reached out to BenQ and asked if the power delivery of this 90-watt port could be disabled because I don't want it charging my MacBook the whole time, even if it's at 100% already. And sadly, they said there is no way to disable it. Whenever you're plugged in, it will always charge your MacBook. Now, the other USB port is a 15-watt charger wherein you can charge other devices like your iPhone or any device that uses USB-C. You have a USB-A and two HDMI ports. Now, out of the box, this also includes a stand which looks really sleek. Now, when your monitor is on this stand, you can adjust the height, you can tilt it up and down, and you can swivel it left to right. You can even rotate the monitor to a vertical position, and in the display port too, if the auto pivot is turned on, it will automatically go into a portrait orientation. However, I might not use the stand because I have a dual arm VESA mount here on my desk. Currently, I am using the stand, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to mount this on the VESA arm that is behind this monitor right now. So now let's go take a look and see if they really match. I mean, I know they match. I've tested this before making this video, but I just want to show you and you be the judge if it really matches color. And as of creating this video, this monitor costs this much in pesos here in the Philippines, which for me is a really great value when it comes to what the monitor can do. And by the way, this is also available in a 27-inch version. And that's it for this quick impressions, quick feature presentation video of this monitor. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below. And if you're into videos about reviews of camera gear, audio equipment, lighting, desk setups, please do check out my other videos here.